Morning, everyone. Just getting myself a little set up here. I'm going to be working over here at the unboxing desk. Ooh, I don't have all the way to the edge here. I don't know if that's something I want to adjust at the moment. No, I think this is fine. So, yeah, no chat preview. So I'm going to have to be doing it on my new laptop. Therefore, if I miss your chat, I'm very, very sorry. How's everyone today? What are we unboxing today, by the way? It's a good question. Going to open up my web browser, and yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the dying LEDs up here, sadly. Let's see, YouTube, and then go live streaming UI. There we go. Does need to be plugged in. Eating your lunch. 8. Are you 6 hours ahead? So it would be 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Is it 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. over there? But anyways, while we're doing these intro things, I'm just going to you're going to come upstairs with me, and we're going to make a coffee. I had stuff to do this morning, so I was up early. And then that means I already had a coffee. So now it's time for coffee number 2, which I may have to start cutting down on. Don't know if it's good for my anxiety. It is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. At least I don't have sugar in my coffee, or else I would have like 1,000 extra calories per day. All right, heading back downstairs. And I am back. 12 p.m. 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 hours difference now. Well, only 4. German 4? American 4? 4 hours difference. So we're getting closer. That's good. Really don't know when I'm going to be in frame and not in frame, so you're going to have to be patient with me. So the plan today is that I did receive something in the mail yesterday, and we're going to unbox it. But while I'm unboxing it, I'm going to have to kind of like ignore your existence. So here it is. Oh, it weighs a ton. Oh, Jesus. There we go. So this is it. This is the Cyborg Voron V0 kit. Really nice. I am nervous because I spent a lot of money on it before I realized that I was losing one of my 3 jobs, looking for a tape measure while I stall for time. So it's not like if it's broken I can't fix it. That's not the thing, but I guess I just don't want to regret my decision, you know? But, you know, there's a lot of good reviews. There's some bad reviews. But there's a lot of good. So this is going to represent a couple of things. One is my foray into ABS printing. I can't print ABS easily or well with any of the stuff I have here. So this will be nice. 2, is that this is going to be my first sort of fully open source 3D printer. So, and the first one by the Voron team as well. So this is going to be an experience. You know, I don't know if it's going to be any good. Probably is. The only downside is a little small, but you can use this to build bigger things. So another thing that's making me nervous, this was inspected by customs. So I don't know. Is everything still in there? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I want a tape measure. The funny part is I feel like this box is bigger than the finished size of the printer. The printer should be flat packed. You know what I mean? Whatever. All right. So what am I going to do about these shitty LEDs? Frustrating. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Okay. So let's film the video. I am recording, right? Drop frame 0, good. Recording, 7 minutes in. Okay. Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today, I got something really cool. This is a Voron V0 in Potentia. This is the Cybor V0.2 kit, and today we're going to unbox it and see what's all included. This should come with all the printed parts, which is nice, and Cybor also said they've included a whole bunch of upgrades in this kit. This kit cost me just over 700 Canadian dollars at the time of purchase, and it did take about 2 weeks, 3 weeks to come in, which wasn't too bad. I did have to pay customs at the border, paid almost $40 Canadian in customs. But let's see what's inside. Also, this was inspected by customs. So I don't know if they repacked it quite well or what, but literally there's a picture on the side telling you what was in it. All right, so let's open her up. All right, first thing we see is a foam pad. So let's see. Okay, first impressions. Closed cell foam, really good. This thing is coming all the way from China, so it's going to get beaten up in transit. So I'd like to see the foam. And we've got, looks like we got a tray system. All right, so I'll put this to the side, and we'll look up each tray individually. So there's this one. Ooh, this one. We're going to take a closer look at those. Here is interesting. Some instructions. That's good. Then this one. This one. This is really neat how it packs flat. This one. Oh, there's a couple of things I'm seeing in here that I was not expecting. Oh. This is the last one here. So let's take a look at the trays individually, and we'll probably start by this bottom one. There we go. So pretty neat. Oh. Get out. There we go. This is cool stuff. I left rings on my work surface. All right. What does the framing look like? Needs to go a little bit more like that. I've got the, so that means I've got the webcam here. Basically, I can poke it with my nose. It's a little bit lower. I can give it a kiss. All right. So I'm going to see if I can work around this. I'm going to try to get a little stanced up a little bit lower. All right. Starting with the very bottom tray, got this ominous manila envelope, but I think this is just the bed. Oh. Oh. Oh, these are the threaded rods instead of the quick nuts to thread your MGN, these guys here. Oh my God, these are tiny. So these are Cybor branded, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 green and red ones and 1 black one. I did not expect that in this package, and that's all that was in here. Okay, so, and these are to bolt them down. So these look to me like stamped. We'll have to take a look at that during the build. Okay, interesting. Then you've got some PT FE tube, probably for the reverse Bowden setup. A bunch of cable ties, a drag chain or a cable chain, some 3M VHB, so legit 3M VHB, wow, legit looking. And then these should be polycarbonate panels. So the Cybor kit, that's one of the first upgrades that we're seeing, does not come with acrylic panels. They come with polycarbonate, and it's supposed to, oh yeah, here we go. Polycarbonate. So it's supposed to be a lot more heat resistant. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know any different, but it definitely does come with polycarbonate. So there's a whole bunch of these. Let's see if we can make it all the way down and find the heated bed. Okay. I don't know if this is also polycarbonate. So clearly this stuff is polycarb, but this stuff, I don't know if that's just regular acrylic. And so, yeah, there's a whole bunch of the same panels. I was expecting to see the heated bed in here, but it's not in here. And these should be cut to spec. We'll just have to see. If you fell asleep, been shopping, still don't feel well from what yeah, that's fine. No worries. Nobody's judging you here. This is a safe space for all snooze enthusiasts. So I'm not sure how much of this, like, I feel like the ones that are marked polycarbonate are definitely polycarbonate. I'm not sure if the other things are. Okay, this can slide back into the box. Ooh, that Chinese air to the face. Set this up like so. Next tray up from the bottom is this one here. Looks like we have most of our extrusions here. And again, I'm not used to the V0, so these things are absolutely tiny. These are 1515 extrusions. And they look actually cut extremely square. And they look like they were anodized or powder coated after they were cut. So, if you look at there, this is black. So since this is black, this would be the cut face. It's also threaded, and it's black after it's threaded. So that's pretty neat. These little extrusions are absolutely tiny. Should all be cut to length. I only see one length in here, though, so actually we might have another tray with some extrusions. So that is that. Let's see what kind of power supply we have. Hopefully it's one that works on 110, 120 volts. Any branding on this? No branding. We have Mornsun, a Mornsun power supply. This is 100 to 120 volts. They did send me the proper one. Oh, also 200 to 240. So we can actually flip that into the 240. You know what? I'm prone to forgetting things. So I'm going to flip this into 120 volt right off the bat. There we go, 115. So won't be forgetting that. How many watts is this now? This is 24 volts, 8.8 amps. Really sorry about the crappy lighting. So we can do the math on that, but usually it's written down how many watts it supplies. (24 times 8.8). .8 equals. This is a 200, well, my math comes out to 211, but let's say it's a 200 watt power supply, 24 volts. Nice and compact. Hopefully it's not too noisy, and I know there's no fan. I'm not talking about the fan noise, I'm talking about switching noises in high frequency whine, because some of my power supplies here do that, and it's annoying. Got to put a little bit of a load on them for them to be quiet. Also, they sent these Allen drivers. I've been actually wanting a set of these for working on RC cars and stuff like that, but it's quite nice that they sent these. So it looks like there's a 2mm, a 1.5mm, and this is looks like a #1 Phillips screwdriver. That's pretty nice. They've got the pre-wired IEC junction block. Not a fan of these style crimps. I would much prefer the uninsulated and then crimped, and then your choice to solder them or not, and then heat shrink, but it is what it is. The wire is relatively small gauge, but in 125 volts you don't need very high gauge, very big gauge, because we're only flowing 200 watts, so that's less than an amp, or that's less than 2 amps, I should say, at 115 volts. And we got a couple of Allen wrenches with ball ends. Nice touch. So they don't have the straight ends. These are all, yeah, these are the straight ends, and the little Allen wrenches are ball end. Neat. What's the difference on what? I missed it. Sorry about my slurping, my coffee's hot. Man, I'm excited. I feel like I might start today. Loving it. Oh, jeez. This is an important bag. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's harnessed. I don't have to build a harness. I was so concerned. A lot of these kits, hang on, I'm not recording yet. A lot of these kits, they just come with a roll of wire and they're like, have fun. These are it's a harness, it's pre-made. However, you do need to crimp some things together. Crimp these big Molexes, but that's fine. And these are pre-crimped. You're just going to have to put them in the shell. Sorry, I shouldn't get ahead of myself like that. Next tray up is this one here. This is one of those trays that can get your printers to become super expensive because they can come with very expensive motors. There's almost no limit to how expensive these motors can get. So let's check what we got. We got Steppers Online. So this is not a premium brand. Premium brand, I would expect a Moons or a LDO motor. So this is not a, super high quality motor. I'm not too concerned about that. I do want to just get going. So obviously the kit was well priced, so I went for it. And this looks like it is a Cybor branded motor. However, it's just laser etched onto the back. So I can't be sure if this is, legitimately produced or QC'd by them, or if this is just them lasering their name onto whatever. Got a couple pulleys here, probably for the AB motors here. Let's check out this one here. So we've got like spec an anti-backlashed nut. That's good. And again, this is a Cybor branded, again, laser etched onto the back. Cannot be sure if it is truly their own brand or if they just, marketing. Don't know, but we will soon find out how good they are once it's put together. So I'm just going to put this back in the packaging the way it's supposed to have been, except for the wire. There we go. Oh, got a little bit of machine oil on my hands now. Now this is also where it can get expensive. Typically with these kits you have to build your own harnesses, but this seems to have some pre-made harnesses. So this looks like these Molex sort of computer connectors. And I think this is the Cybor umbilical that they're talking about. Yeah, V0 umbilical breakout board. So this should make connecting stuff a little bit easier. Oh, this one is not pinned, so there's going to be wires with ending in pins that you have to pin together. Also, this is not pinned either, unless this is the... Maybe they give you the male and female if you want to make your own, but they also give you their own wire here. So, okay, that's neat. This is one of the Cybor upgrades. Really wish they would have went with some good branded motors, but you know what? If it works, I'll be happy. Then here you got the Kirigami bed. So this is a upgrade. This was a community mod, and now it's pretty much standard on a lot of kits. It holds the print bed, and it's a little bit less fiddly than making stuff out of extrusions. So that's a common upgrade. We've got, a couple of pre-made harness sections. That's good. Another couple pre-made harness sections with the microblade PH, the micro PH connectors, but they finish in bare wire, and then it looks like we have a bunch of crimps to put these big Molex plugs on, so that's okay. Crimping a couple things isn't bad, but when you're wiring a full printer from a roll of wire, it can get long. Another bunch of little harnesses, more harnesses, this one with pre-crimped fork terminals, some more pre-crimped fork terminals, some more, these are two micro switches with pre-crimped ends. Here is a belt. This is a Gates power belt, so this is a brand name belt, so this is a good thing to see. Here we got some Wago terminals. I believe they're for the Kirigami bed. So the Kirigami bed upgrade comes with, or the full mod comes with these Wago terminals, lever nuts. Really good. They're branded Wago, and they look like they're legit. I see the CUL listing, so that would be interesting. We've got some more tubing. This is not the PTFE. This is the other type, which I never remember the name. A little bit lower heat resistance, but this is probably... Actually, I don't know what this is for, because we already had PTFE for reverse Bowden. I don't know. It's a good question. Here is the little tiny heated bed. It is 24 volt, 75 watt. This is another Cyborg upgrade. I think the spec is for a 50 or a 60 watt, so this is 75. It's a little bit stronger, and it's got the 3M 468 MP adhesive, which is spec'd by the Voron team. We've got a tiny little bed. Look at this little thing. So this is Cyborg branded. This should be our full build size. Let's see. Actually, it should be a little bit bigger than the full build size. This is 120 mil by 115, something like that. So this is about the max size. This is the max size you're going to get on the Voron V0. It's absolutely tiny, but that's fine because apparently you can print all the 2.4, the Voron 2.4 parts on this size, and that's the goal here. Here is our heated bed, or our build plate. This does have grinding marks, so maybe it is ground flat. Not sure. I'm going to run the kit as is to start with, but I'm thinking at some point I'm going to go clicky mod on it to actually probe the bed surface, and very likely I want to have 2 or 3 build surfaces. So I can just swap them as I go, basically. And here should be, this should be the fly something board. I don't know. Let's see. It's a control board nonetheless. Okay, here we go. So TMC 2209 drivers, 4 of them. We've got some screw terminals with the little lid opening there. Got fuses, 10 amp, 3 of them. We've got these terminal blocks for input. We've got the Allwinner H5 chip. So this section here acts like the Raspberry Pi, and this section here is the control mechanism. And yeah, this is a Fly Gemini V3 board. So that should be interesting. I have no plans on upgrading this. That should be perfectly fine for what we need to do. If there is need for an upgrade, then I would probably take that time to upgrade everything. Go full Raspberry Pi, high quality board, Moons or LDO motors, etc., etc. On to the next one. Yeah, that bed is so cute, isn't it? Freaking Voron V0, folks. We're making it. We're making it. I don't know where all this stuff went. This is why I'm worried about customs. Like, they unbox things and then how do you put them back together? Next one up, we've got this. This is our first view of some of the printed parts. There is a couple of extrusions as well. I was a little concerned because they seem to be, loose on top of each other, but it seems like they're not banged up, which is nice. Same thing here with the threaded holes on both sides, and the very square looking finish. We'll have to check square on those once we start building. But here are the printed parts. So as you can see, obviously the little bed is good enough for making the V0 parts too. This should be printed in ABS. That's what they say, at least. And yeah, you got these nice, you know, they look decent quality, but they're definitely not perfect. So I don't know if these are being printed on their own kits, and if that's an indicator of anything. I am just reporting what I'm seeing, basically. Let's see some more chunks here. So there's the little screen holder. First layer looks really good. It looks pretty flat. The second layer, not as good. And like a little bit of distortion. Probably can't see that, but a little bit of distortion on the sides here. But I think if I got ABS prints out like this, I'd be pretty happy. Let's check some of the smaller parts. Smaller parts should be a little harder because they don't stick as well. They don't have as much surface. But it looks pretty good. Looks like they're tuned decently. So we got these printed parts. We've got these. That looks like a nice big chunky piece. Looks pretty good. Handle, probably for the doors. The door, I don't know, I think it's just one door in the front. Big flat chunk. Definitely didn't lift from the bed, which is good. This looks downright pretty. Look at that. And here's a bag full of, these are definitely cosmetic parts. Like the holders for the side panels. Like this too. It's neat. It looks good, actually. It looks pretty good. In fact, there's not even any stress whitening from peeling them off the bed. So either they hit them with a heat gun or they just popped right off when they cooled. That is pretty neat. And here are some of these little extrusions, probably for the top, the lid of this thing. Very cool. Don't want to damage these. They don't fit anymore. There we go. How long do you figure it'll take you to get that build? It will probably be, I'm guessing it's going to be about 10 to 20 hours. I haven't done one before, so it's hard to judge. But it'll be a whole bunch of hours. This might be too big for the bed. This part here is too big for the bed. This part is 130 something millimeters. Oh, maybe in diagonal, actually. I'll take it back. It might just fit on the bed. That's crazy how small the bed is. Take a look at this. Fly Gemini V3 with quick wiring. Oh yeah, we didn't get to the hot end yet. Probably going to pause here a little bit while I wait for my wife to make her breakfast. So I'll just chill with you guys for a little. This is decent, quite decent quality here. Little bit of elephant's foot. not too bad. This second layer is a lot nicer than what it was before on the other pieces. It's actually surprisingly heavy. There's quite a bit of mass here. So when the other parts will be added for the extruder. So in case you didn't know, the extruder is actually built into the plastic. You just use shafts and bearings and stuff like that in the extruder, in the plastic, and it makes the extruder. That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh, they use Sunlu filament. Look at these nice compound pieces that the Voron team have designed. Actually, this looks very clean. This is a pretty damn good tuned machine that did this one. Very pretty. Did a really good job. I don't know if you guys can see that properly. Yeah, these are really nice prints. Looks good. Since I'm waiting for my wife to make her breakfast, I'm gonna go ahead a little bit. Ooh. Look at that bridging. I don't know if you can see in there. It did a really good job at stitching the plastic in midair, not touching anything. These are really high quality prints. Good. Good, good. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for my wife to make her breakfast. So we're gonna go ahead and look ahead. Strip must be connected in order. You cannot skip, as data has to be daisy chained from 1 to 3. The disco on a stick does not come standard with the Cyborg kit. It is to be purchased separately. This image for display purposes. Interesting. Skipping ahead. This is the good part about live streaming. You guys get to see everything first. Ooh, what's that? I have no idea what this is. Looks like Wi-Fi? Oh, it's coming out. Ah, USB. I don't know if that's a drive or if that's Wi-Fi, but I'm kind of scared to plug it in. There's a gyro. There's some like tiny little LEDs. I want to check all this stuff out. There's the LCD module, or OLED module actually. And they gave me the proper cord. So this is honestly, I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful about this kit. it certainly seems well put together. Ooh, hello. Just checking, I have an offer from McDonald's. Oh, it's not that good of a deal. Sometimes they give me free coffees, which is nice. But that's not today. Tiny little freaking fans. I'm just gonna see what's going on with my wife. Send her a message. There we go. Anyways, we can hang out a bit. This is a nicer angle. I might do my Unity stuff, like my my individual reviews for the Unity stuff on this angle, but I'll probably drop the camera down sort of like this. All right, no Blender this morning, so we're good. We're good to go. Let me just bring back up my preview monitor. So I think this was like this. Next up is this piece here with some more printed parts, as well as the most important printed part, the one that is the logo for the Voron pretty much. And you've got this one sheet of paper, which is in a Ziploc to be, I guess, to act as lamination. But it shows you the basic wiring of everything. So you've got, you know, a couple fans, your motor, little LEDs, another fan, and the hot end and stuff all plugged into here. And then you've got the wiring for the entire board. Some stuff is actually labeled, which I saw on the wires. This is actually pretty good, actually, for just being a single sheet. Do not insert any device in this one. Okay, good to know. Display goes over there. Oh, USB Wi-Fi. Okay, there's no Wi-Fi built in. Schematic of, they put a lot of work into making one concise little thing, but then you've got the Discord, you've got the GitHub to download the instructions, the drawings, which we will have to use for the build, which makes sense. And next up, we've got our printed parts. And these are some quite impressive prints. I have a feeling, just by glancing over these, that these parts, which I believe are the functional parts and the other tray was the cosmetic parts, I feel like these parts were printed on a much better tuned machine. This is great looking prints. If I get prints like this, I'll be quite happy. There's a little bit of banding, but I haven't seen Voron parts up close, right? I haven't experienced someone who had a Voron print me anything, so I don't know if that's just normal, but either way, the surface finish is nice. Everything looks really good, and the stitching from the recessed, you know, second layers or third layers or whatever it is to make the logo, it looks phenomenal. Fits together perfectly. Put this one together too. There we go. This is a beautiful print, and looks like they used Sunlu filament. This here caught my eye too. Look at the beauty of that sort of inlay inside. This thing printed really well, looks really good. Nice, chunky, solid part. I'm pretty sure they followed the guidelines on the amount of infill and the amount of walls and stuff. The threads, they just work. Let's see if we can get this out. Yeah, that's a pretty print. Look at that. Looks great. There's no galling inside the threads. I don't know if it's supposed to be, you know, bedside up or down. But that looks just perfect. It feels great. It works great. Look at that. So I'd be really happy if I got these kinds of prints out of my machine. Very nice. Got all sorts of, oh, here's the OLED holder. Got some of the corner pieces. Looking good. Can't wait to get started on this thing. We also have tiny little pieces, like the lens for, looks like a lens for an LED, which I thought it was on the Stealth Burner, but not on this guy. It's a clear filament. We got a couple of standoffs, aluminum standoffs. Okay, well, we'll figure out where those go eventually. Look at that. Looks really good. All right, let's move on to the next one. There we go. And the last one here is one I had a lot of interest in because I have not seen the knockoff V6 with the external heater things yet. I'll show you what I mean momentarily. I'm just going to empty this out. So, not sure. So what I'm looking for is, this is a CHC V6, and I'm almost 100% sure it's a clone, but it has the heater that goes around this, and it's ceramic. Whoa, almost dropped it. At least I think so. I mean, the image definitely showed a ceramic heater. So that would be, that goes around here. Is this the heater? It's got some thermal paste inside. That looks like it goes around here. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. These are just wires. They don't terminate in a heater cartridge. So they have to pardon my ignorance on this one. I have never held a CHC V6 in my hands yet. Maybe there's something in this case. So here's a lot of the parts, just miscellaneous. So there's feet, magnets, bed springs, bearings, probably for a belt guide. These are extruder parts. A bunch of bolts, screws, nuts, everything. I don't know. I don't actually know if there's a heater cartridge. I'll have to go through and look back at all the other stuff. But I don't... There's a thermistor. Oh, there. That's the cartridge. Oh. That is not what I thought I was getting. So I believe that is the heater there. And that will butt up against here or here. Like that or whatever. That's interesting. I was expecting this to have a full surround, like a full ceramic heater thing. That is interesting. So here's our OLED module. Has an encoder on it. We've got an ADXL accelerometer. That's the Wi-Fi thing they were talking about. There we go, a little Wi-Fi dongle. And then a whole bunch of fans, 2 blowers and 2 regular fans. Interesting. And they sent me the proper IEC cable. Very nice. All right. All right. So now that that's recorded, I think we're going to head to Cybor's page. I feel like I thought I was buying something else. Voron V0.2. There it is. Ceramic V6 hot end. Okay, that's what I thought I was getting. See, it says this. That is not what I got. TZ V6 hot end. Okay, so their image is wrong. Because this is a TZ V6. This is exactly what I got. That's interesting. I'm just a little concerned that I didn't get, you know, the upgrade version. Fly Gemini, that's good. This looks proper. CNC BMG, that's not. So that looks like steel, but I definitely got plastic on mine. Or, sorry, aluminum. See, yeah, this is not what I got. Cybor CHC V6. Yeah, this is different. This is not a CHC V6. I don't know, guys. Hopefully it's good. Okay, limit switch added in the kit for material breaking detection. Here's hoping. Small bearing and Bowden joint are added in the screw box. Okay. Printout is updated to the R1. The duct of the Mini SB shell is enlarged. Added broken material detection function. That's exactly what they said there. Reinforcement of X limit fixing seat. Change the child lock to an inner hexagon style. Don't know what that means. Latest R1 CNC metal version of the 0.2 Kazari machine. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. All right, well, I guess we'll figure it out. This is the welcome deal version, I think. Oh no, this is about what I paid. The fluctuations are because of fluctuations in the USD to CAD conversion. Ceramic V6 and Dragon HF. I kind of like this version better. I thought I was getting this. It is what it is, I guess. Oh well. So it's 9 a.m. Here's my question. I guess I need to film an outro. But do we start? Do we start putting it together? Actually, is this? Oh. Transform 180 degrees. There we go. Now you're right side up. Let's see. Oh. Instructions. Emmanuel. Oh, I already had it. Let's see what's introduction, file naming, introduction, reporting an issue, references, that's K, blind joints, ball end driver, okay, some are not threaded. Some are threaded, and some have holes. So you got 1, 9, and 2. Four of B. F, G, H, J. So many extrusions. As you start with that part. We're going to use the pre-made things. Linear rails. I mean, this doesn't seem, I don't even know if we have the rail installation guides. Let's look for these rail installation guides. That's probably a better idea. Let's see. The rails also need to be prepped, as far as I know. A little disappointed about this. It should work. I mean, it is what it is, but I thought the kit came with a CHC V6. This was in there, I think. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Geez, my preview is way behind. You guys, I'm still looking at AliExpress over there on my laptop. Now my question is, do I go ahead and order a CHC V6? I mean, that's being a little extra, right? Can always rebuild. Can always rebuild after. Hey, I'm in live chat. That switched by itself. Hey there, Vero. Some of my viewers might be sleeping because it's they're not feeling too good. So I'm assuming Franco is sleeping. How was your exercise this morning? Yeah, this is not a CNC thing. This is definitely made out of nylon. Whatever. We're going to put it together the way it came and then see what happens. I'm glad it was nice. Feels like I'm way behind the stream though. Feels like I'm way behind. 0 drop frames. Let me just remove these from the bag because they're a little iffy. No, wait, I asked you about your workout and you answered pretty quick. So I guess I'm not that far behind, but my preview in the studio looks way behind. This is nylon or something. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's weird because my my studio definitely is showing way further behind than that. It's worth I'm having to work alongside, still getting the content. Yeah, that's good, MT. I'm glad I can be here to entertain, you know? These look decent. These are the gears for the BMG. All right, so I need to film an outro for this. Definitely don't let me forget that. But we are going to look to see if I have the rail alignment pieces. Because if I don't, I'm going to have to print them. And that's going to be, it's going to take at least 20-30 minutes. So let's do that. It's going to be a tiny part. Nope. Some lenses. Nope. Still pretty happy with the print quality. It feels heavy enough that they didn't skimp on the infill. What is this? Look at that. Look at that weird nubbin down there. I have to get close-up shots of this for the video. Nope, that's not alignment piece. That's not alignment piece. Neither is that. See, this one is kind of low quality. I don't know if you can see, but some of these pieces look excellent. Just got your Ender 3 SE. Only printed a silly cat so far. Oh, hi, Franco. No, I didn't call you. I just warned that you might be asleep. Get onto Thingiverse, Peter, and you'll see there's lots of stuff you're going to want to print. Make sure you print a Benchy as well, a 3D Benchy, because it is a good way to tell where the deficits are in your printer, where the problems lie. People get upset sometimes when their Benchies end up not very nice, but the whole point of the Benchy is to torture test your printer. It's supposed to be a difficult print. Oh, here's the alignment piece. So we do have it. So we can start. Way too early. 4 a.m. Had to get back to sleep. Interesting. That is way too early. Okay, so we can align the parts onto the extrusions. So that's good to know. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's all the pieces laid out. Let me just center them a little bit in the frame. Pretty neat. All that came from the Cyborg kit box. They're kind of centered in the frame. CNC? No, this is a 3D printer. This is the Voron V0 V0.2 kit. It costs a pretty penny, but I wanted something that was open source and can print ABS. And so, yeah, this was my decision. I really want a 2.4, a big boy, 350 by 350 by 350. But the issue with the 2.4 is it takes up a lot of space, and it was double the cost. Actually, just over double the cost. So this was 700 Canadian pesos, including the printed parts, because I don't have anything to print ABS. The 2.4 kit is about 1550 Canadian rubles. Kind of expensive. Yeah, very cool. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not like thrilled. It bothers me a little bit that they said they would send a CHC V6 hot end, but they sent a cheaper hot end. But if you look at the listing, the CHC and this cheaper one are listed, so they're probably going to try to get me on a technicality. I was looking at the Creality lasers too. Yeah, so I have opinions on laser cutters. I was sent a open frame laser, and the thing is, it's a diode laser, and I think that diode lasers are probably not worth the money. I think you really need a CO2 laser, because a diode laser can't cut transparent things, for example. Actually, you can't cut very much. They're not very powerful. But the CO2 lasers are nice. So, since I know you're Canadian, Peter, check out Vevor on eBay. Search for like a Vevor laser cutter, and then you'll see what is basically a K40 laser cutter. It's a small-ish laser area. I think it's 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 20 centimeters, but it's a 40 watt CO2 laser, and they're like 550 or 600 bucks, something like that. Whereas a Creality laser is going to cost you like 400 or 500 bucks, and I don't think you'd be as happy as a K40. So, just my opinion, obviously. You can do whatever you like. Yeah, so if I do the Voron build, how would I show you the instructions and show me the instructions? I was thinking of printing the instructions because it would be convenient, but let me check here. There are 253 pages of instructions. That's a lot of instructions. So the other thing I was thinking was that I wanted to buy a tablet because I have a tablet, but it sucks. I hate it. I was thinking of buying another one. I'll have to have a think about that. Because I would like to show you guys the instructions I'm following as I'm following them. I think that makes for better TV. You know? But in principle, I really want to print the instructions. It's just 250 pages is going to cost a lot. The paper won't be too bad, but the wear on my laser printer will be pretty bad. When I used to work at the dealership, I used to just print stuff for free. But at the college, it's all tracked. I'll have a thought about that, but I just, you know, if we're starting the Voron, the dirty cheap Creality ones are $40. The Creality laser is 40 bucks. You piqued my interest. I'll have to see. Yeah, it's a lot to build, but the thing is, it's mostly hanging out with you guys, right? I guess, so there's two of these for A and B, two of these for Z, and then this different one must be, they don't give you any grease, huh? You're supposed to clean these well and then grease them. No grease. I have some grease, but not a lot. Because this is the first step as we install these on the things. 1.6 watts. Oh, that won't be able to do nothing. You'll be able to burn paper, but that's about it. 1.6 watts is, I mean, it's not nothing. You can still blind yourself, but it's not the super, you won't be able to cut anything. Maybe paper. And probably not white paper. 5 watts at 65. Yeah, look, I'm not saying don't go have fun, but I don't think those lasers are gonna, I would watch reviews. That's what I would do. I would look at reviews before you buy those, because the diode lasers are not that great. They're really not that great. Let's see. So I have some grease. Where did it go? So I bought a whole bunch of extrusions, or linear rails once, and they came with the proper machine grease. But I have to source some more machine grease, because once I run out, which is going to be soon, I won't even be able to grease the rails that they came with. Where did it go? I definitely used it the grease. Oh, here. I mean, it's actually more grease than I expected. Yeah, it's so fun. The prospect is so fun that I want to get started now. So this stuff. Please stay away from children and pets. Also, this is not a good camera angle. I'd be better off building this over at my bench over there. So we probably shouldn't start today, even though I really want to. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm not working. We could start this tomorrow. 250 watt argon laser. Ex-Soviet. That would be awesome. 250 watt laser. Someone wants to send me that. Send away. Yeah, the Voron folks spec a grease. I also know a little life hack to get grease in there. You put the grease into the holes here and it squeezes out everywhere. MGN 7H. These are tiny. Yeah. Dang it. I want to start now. Not gonna lie, I want to start now. I can't believe this comes in a little thing. So what we could do, it's 9:30. We could have an intermission. I can move this camera over to there. But I won't be able to tell where the camera is pointing to set it up properly. Also, how do I get the instructions? It's, dang it. It's in your loft. Never be plugged in again. It's terrifying. Wait, you have one? You have a laser? I want to plug that shit in. I don't have a available 240 volt outlet, but I would use that. Franco, how come you're not making YouTube videos of this stuff? You could make tens of dollars if you went up and made videos on all your stuff. Oh, I actually want to check something. So I bought my wife a gift. I think I told you guys yesterday. I want to see where it's at. Account. View all. Track order. It has departed from transit country / region. And the thing I bought myself, which is fun, is still at the sorting center. So my wife will get hers first. Ooh. Sounds like Photonic needs a reappearance. Yeah, no kidding. Or who's that guy? Explosions and Fire. Or there's another guy. God, I don't know. I don't remember his name. I mean, Franco, I'm boring. But the things that I'm passionate about, like wanting to start this kit so bad that I'm going to shake the frickin' table apart, that's what people come and tune in for. So, yeah. Go a little easier on yourself, my friend. He is crazy. Who's the guy who wired 100 car batteries? No, this is bothering me. Let's see. Screen. Wiring 100 car batteries. Styropyro, that's who I meant. Yeah, this guy plays with lasers.
Is it safe?
Nope. See? Look. Laser turret in his yard. Laser oven. Brightest laser pointer in the world. This guy, he is nuts. He sounds like he's 4. He does a little bit. Look, man, when you're that bright, you can sound however you want. Look at that. 14 million views, 11 million views, 10 million views, 10 million views, 9.8 million views, 8.8 million views. I love how it's like world's most powerful, and then he had more than one, right? Fine, it doesn't, not more than one. I wish I had the balls to try the stuff he tries, but I don't trust that the glasses you get are actually like laser proof. You know what I mean? I'd have to buy like $300 glasses that are actually laser proof. I don't want to lose my vision. I already wear thick enough glasses. He had a fireside chat at OpenSauce. One question. Who had a visit from the FBI? 4 to 5 raised their hands. Yeah. I wish I could have gone to OpenSauce. My God. It's just so expensive to go to San Fran. Sucks. Being in Canada sucks for those kinds of things. Anyways, let me film my outro here so we can get going and do something. All right. And so this is it. That's the unboxing for the Voron V0 kit by Cybor. A couple of things are really impressive, like some of the print qualities. The fact that these are organized in a little tray, legit belts, decent power supply, tools. Some things are a little bit less impressive, like the TZT V6 instead of the CHC V6 that some parts of the listing state. And we're just going to see how it goes all together. So this unboxing was actually shot on my live stream channel, and that's the same channel that I will be building this thing. So if you want to come and join the build, come see me in the description below. Thanks for watching. There we go. I'd also have to buy camera gear, lights, and find somewhere to film. Smartphone, Franco. Your workbench is fine. And lights, you can just do your best. Julian Eilert does not have studio lights. Julian uses the sun and his desk lamp. So it is doable. And smartphones, you can get, yes, they're not cheap, but you can get fairly decent recording ones. Like you can get an iPhone 5, for example, from like 10 years ago, and it'll record perfectly fine. Our Iranian Canadian did not raise a hand. Well, we don't have the FBI here, so yeah, Mehdi wouldn't have raised his hand. But the Canadian government does surveil. I think they might be more subtle about it. Do some research, you know. I would love to have gone to Open Sauce. My God, imagine all the people. And apparently, in the either the after party or the pre-party or whatever, there's a party for the creators or for everyone that has a booth there and creators. And Adam Savage attends. So that would be, I mean, one day I need to meet that man in person. Whether or not he wants to shake my hand, it's fine. But I just want to tell him how much I love his work, everything he does, what I appreciate, you know, Mythbusters, and also the attitude that he has continuing forward from that. One day. He's my golden goose. He's if I can ever get him on the podcast, I will consider my podcast to be an absolute success. But until then, he's been recruited. Who do you think sends him down to Mexico? I actually asked him about that on my podcast. I was joking that he basically goes on vacation and then films things as a tax write-off. So the vacation's a tax write-off, and he said, that's exactly what I do. He's like so straight up. I love it. Oh, is my stream frozen? No? 0 drop frames. Oh, okay, I'm just way behind. So, yeah, it's it's pretty funny. Where's the holder for the TZT? Is it this? This must be it. This will go in here. Yeah. Oh, I think it's upside down. P DRG. Oh my God, I'm way behind. So on my preview right now, it shows me going to, because it's not live. Why is my preview not live? Okay, I'm good now. We should probably make sure that this piece that holds the tool head in there, we should probably make sure that this fits the TZT V6, because I am going to be upset if we get all the way to there and I have to order parts. So let's make sure of that. Does this go? No. So this bolt pattern here has to line up with this bolt pattern here. Can't see, not enough light. I can't tell. It does indeed line up. Okay. Less stressed. I don't have a bench as such. I work in front of my microwave oven where I also make sandwiches. It's only 12 by 6. I mean, that's enough. That's truly enough. But I mean, I'm just saying, Franco, like don't be stressed about it. I'm just saying, if you can find a little corner to make videos in, I'd be really interested to see them. So whether that you can or you can't, I'd be really interested. PDRG. I don't know what PDRG means, but anyways. So it looks like the head's going to stick out like that. So there. That's the hot end. It bothers me a little that I don't have a CHC V6 though. So he rides a moose to the border and then a donkey the rest of the way. No, I think when you're Electro Boom sized, you can probably afford to, you know, fly to Mexico and Italy and all those places. The guy upgraded his house in British Columbia, so he's got to make decent money, right? It's pretty expensive to live in BC. And I know he lives in BC because Linus from Linus Tech Tips mentioned so much why they had him on. Need to go and sort all these things. So I guess today my job is going to be to see if I can make some space beside my regular work area. So I can set my laptop, this laptop there, have the instructions on this laptop, and have an HDMI out to a capture card on the PC so I can switch between them. Same as Dave, House Edition, yeah. I mean, I can't discount the good work they do. They do awesome work. Their videos are amazing. So I'm not surprised that they do so well. They deserve to do so well. Really cool stuff. Okay, so I guess I'm going to end here. The plan tomorrow, the plan today for me, is probably going to be to edit the Unity unboxing. That needs to be done. And to clear out my work area over to the side and figure out my HDMI situation with that. The plan is tomorrow morning, I'm going to plan for a longer stream because I want to see how far we can get in one stream to see how much of this we can get built over how much time. I cannot have this all out all the time, so we'll see how far we go, and then I'll probably have to put everything away and then come back to it another day. You know what I mean? But this should be interesting. Getting to print ABS, that's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'm going to end it here, but today is going to be a work day. Oh, shoot, I have to do oil changes on my wife's car too. Okay, so anyways, today's going to be a work day. I'm going to go as far as I can. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, no, I won't rush through it, Franco. But what I am trying to do is get it set up so that I can have enough filming space here. I'll probably have my second webcam. Oh no, I can't have. Dang nabbit. So I ordered camera arms. Let me see if they came in. So this camera I only have one clamp to hold cameras up. So if I want a second camera here, I have to figure that out too. The camera arms did not come in yet, I don't think. Oh, well, that makes sense. I didn't order camera arms. I was supposed to order them from Amazon. Shoot. Okay. Anyways, I'll figure something out because I really want to get this started, get in the swing of it, and see how that goes. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow morning if you're going to be here. And yeah, hope to see you then. Have a good one, guys.